Hi, ma'am. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you?
Yeah, ma'am, I'm doing great. Thank you for asking me. How about you, ma'am?
Yeah, I'm also doing well. Thank you so much for asking and inviting me here. I'm so glad.
Yeah, ma'am. So now we are connecting very first time. So can you introduce yourself, nutshell?
Yeah, sure. It's my pleasure. So, my name is Kavita Pawar, and I'm originally from Uttarakhand, but I was born, raised, and I'm currently based in IIT Delhi. And professionally, I have been a private tutor for the past 14 years, conducting both online and offline classes from my home. And I recently started giving spoken classes to beginners, and it's been now 5 months. And on a personal note, I'm a mother of two grown up children, and that's all about me.
Yeah, you are doing an incredible job, ma'am, I can say. So,
Thank you.
so you want my introduction, ma'am?
Yeah, I need your introductions. I don't know much about you.
Okay, ma'am. So my name is Mani. If I talk about my education, I completed my post graduation. After that, I worked as a lab coordinator for 2 years. Then I got married. Now I am mother of two growing sons, as well as I have 3 years of experience as a private teacher. So that's all pretty much about me, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes.
So nice, so nice. Very nice.
Okay. Ma'am, I have one question. So, when you started your speaking journey, okay, what motivates you to speak this language?
Okay. So actually, to be very honest with you, I'm not going to say you that I have just learned this language within 3 months, within 6 months. No, it is not like that. I have started learning this language before 2 years ago, I would say. And but I was not aware that time. I knew the importance of this language a lot, but I was not consistent. I here and there sometimes use this language and not. But now I can say that from the past 6 to 7 months, I'm now consistent and I have been practicing English. I hardly skip a single day. Okay, Sunday I just keep it for my kids and my family, but other than this, I practice daily. And if it is in a writing form, if it is in a speaking form, but I try to inculcate and indulge myself into this language. So that's how I practice. And if I talk about motivate, so motivation, in my case, there was no as such motivation. It was my compulsion actually. How as I am a teacher, so you know that we don't have any other options. We have to speak with the kids in English language. It's a demanding subject. Parents always used to ask me, ma'am, could you teach and could you speak with my kids with this language? So that's how I learned this language, to teach and to impart my knowledge with others, with my students. So that's how I jumped into this profession, into this English speaking, race. And now I can say that yes, I'm giving results. I'm giving my hard work result and all. So that was my journey.
Okay, wonderful job, ma'am. You are doing so. How can you strike a balance? You are doing job and you manage household chores. So, how can you strike a
Yeah,
balance? You are
it's
learning English.
nothing. Yeah, you're right. It's nothing easy. From upper side, we all feel that it's very easy. But honestly, once we start doing something, I'm not talking about this English journey, this English speaking journey. In any case, let's suppose I want to build muscles, I want to learn some any other skill, we need some time to practice. It's not a game of that we join something and I become a master. I need to give my time, I need to be dedicated enough, I need to practice consistency, many things. So in my case, once I was not getting results, I used to uh, feel that time, no, you know I think I couldn't get this language. It's not cup of my tea. Why am I into this? I'm quite good at other subjects. Why this language only? Because I knew that much English that time, that yes, I could read, I could translate, and I could converse little bit. That was neat that time. It was sufficient back then. Then I took this challenge. Earlier it was difficult, but with the time, over the time, with practice again and again, now I feel that it's just nothing. It's just nothing. So I am these days, and for many years, I'm not feeling like that I'm doing extra, work. It's become a part of my life. I read in the morning, I read in the afternoon, I read in the evening. Whenever I just find any books, still, you won't believe there are pile of books is just sitting. It's just keeping in my front side. So it is like this. So I'm now enjoying a lot.
Yeah, ma'am, you were speaking, I can say, eloquent speaker. Your pronunciation, your way of speaking is very good. So, what are the practices are you doing every day? So, yeah, if
So
anyone, and one more
uh-huh.
question, if anyone want to learn this language from the scratch, okay, what suggestion would you give us?
Okay. So especially I would divide these sections into two categories. I am now, addressing those learners who are just beginners. Okay. So for beginners, one, I would hardly suggest that go with the very difficult book, learn many difficult and mucked up difficult sentences. No, that is something wrong approach. They soon, overwhelmed. So, instead, they could do one thing: listen carefully. You have to listen and observe the people as we used to listen once we were kids, isn't it? Like, how did
Yes.
we learn this language? We all know these things, but we forget to apply in other language, in other skills. Why? It's very easy. As we observe people, native speaker or any other, like, they are very proficient. Let's suppose one speaker is very proficient. Observe that how he or she is speaking. Pick some word and start using these type of sentences. Some says like it's a shadowing practice, some has their different style. I started listening practice first. I used to listen a lot, and it was animated story. I don't feel shy sharing this. I used to listen animated story, any story. But I kept my phone that time in my kitchen slab, because I'm still a teacher. That time I was teacher. I'm a mom of kids. So my plate almost always full. So I used to listen, and soon I realized that I started using idioms and phrases words. Oh, I'm over the moon, you know, something like this. So for the beginners one, again, I'm jumping to the first part, that listen, observe, and then speak. Once
Yeah.
they get comfortable with this speaking part, then it comes to reading, writing, pronunciations part, idioms, phrasal words. Many things are there. And for those who are already, comfortable enough speaking, so now it's a time to improve your, mistakes, little bit mistakes. We all know that this is not our native language. We all make mistakes, including me. Okay, so now how can we remove these? Just make your video, observe your video, just see how many mistakes are you doing, because we know that this is a time, we know that, like, I'm making mistakes. So improve your mistakes through writing and through observing your own videos. So that's my answer.
Yeah, well done, ma'am. You spoke my mind. So well said. Yeah, as a beginner, it's very important to listen more. Whatever content they like, they have to listen more and more. Then, once they are good at listening, they try to frame small sentences and try to connect with co-learners.
Yeah.
It's very helpful for us, right, ma'am?
Yes,
Yes.
yes. And
Yes.
one thing I want to add it here: if someone says like that, I get many request and something that people shares, my student shares problem, ma'am, like you are saying that we need to practice, we need to open our mouth, we need to keep saying, speaking and speaking, but to whom do I speak? To whom we do practice with? The only thing is this: if you have a partner, well and good. This is something very good because now we all are living in this era where technology is already, so high. We don't complain that we don't have partner because many uh, like sites are there who provides this type of facilities with where we practice with co-learners. Okay, let's suppose if you don't have this type of environment and practice partner, so you are enough for your own self. Talk to yourself, think in English, frame your own sentences in your brain, ask question. Okay, what if I do wrong? How do I make it? What should I say? Many things are there. Start, keep practicing, keep asking, and one day it becomes your part of your life, isn't
Yeah.
it? So
Yes, I
it's very
resonate your words, ma'am. I resonate your words.
yes,
Whatever you are doing, you have to think in English. Then you don't know
yes.
how to frame the sentences. You
Mhm.
ask to ChatGPT or Gemini. So many apps are there nowadays, right?
Yes. ChatGPT is a, it's very good, I would say. Like, if you have any difficulties, any problems, so you can take most out of it. Okay, ask anything. So you are good to go now. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And you are from Uttarakhand, so
Yeah.
our I joined in one WhatsApp group, ma'am. So Sunita ma'am WhatsApp group, she also belongs to Uttarakhand. So in
Yeah.
Uttarakhand, many of people speak good English. What is the reason? Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much for this compliment, but it's not, true. Like it's all depend on like how dedicated and hardworking you are. But yeah, it might be coincidence for you that you are, meeting the people who are from Uttarakhand and they are very quite good in this language. But yeah, Sunita man speaks quite well, and good.
You also speak good English, ma'am. I can say.
Oh, thank you, thank
Yeah,
you.
your
You
pronunciation and way of
because
explaining everything, you using vocabulary, very good, ma'am. Very
yeah.
good.
It's
Yeah.
not a, I would say result of one day. It takes me,
Yes.
many years. In my first, initial time, I, told you that it took me, 2 years completely. I used to
Oh,
fumble initially. I knew the grammar concept. I knew that how to frame sentences even though, but speaking and writing, both are completely two different things. you know I have students like they says, ma'am, I can, like their parents says my child is quite well in terms of getting good marks academically and can write, 2 pages in English. Then I said, okay, let me check your child's level. Once I started questioning, like giving any type of topic, GD topic, group discussions, and something that why marks are important, why we should, uniforms are necessary in the schools. If you want to change one thing in your schools, what could it be? Many topics are there. I found them like they were not able to speak even after 3 to 4 sentences. They kept quiet because it's in their brain. It's in the child's brain that they can speak. But whenever the reality comes, actual scenario comes, they just run out of sentences. They don't know what to speak after two, 3 sentences. So here it comes practice. For writing, we can write many things, isn't it? If I
yes.
give them, pen and notebook, they can keep writing because they have sufficient time to think. They write and write and write. It's okay. They have time to correct their sentences even. But for speaking, we have to just maintain the balance of our speaking and then mind, and then pronunciations comes, body language, gestures, notation, everything matters. Everything, eye contact, everything matters. Now they are learning and they are realizing that okay, so now it's fine.
Yeah, ma'am. They are not habitual to speak English. That is the reason. Lack
Yeah.
of practice. They know
Yes.
very well how to write the answer about the question.
Yeah.
But while speaking, they fumble, they're running out of words and they're running out of sentences.
Yes.
So, yes, ma'am.
Definitely,
Well
yes.
said.
Marks we can get through mug up. If I,
Yes,
learn sentences, if I learn answers, so we all can get a good marks. But
yes,
speaking is totally different. For speaking, we all need to speak. No alternative is there. Hmm? Yeah,
yes. Speaking comes by speaking only, right, ma'am?
speaking.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. Okay. You have any questions, ma'am, right now in your mind?
Yeah, yes, yes. I was about to, wait. Like once your all questions complete, then I will ask my questions to you. Huh? Are you ready to
Okay.
give me your answers? Huh?
Yeah, ma'am. I try.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So now I'm so curious to know your journey. How did you start? When did you start? And what motivates to start and English?
Yeah, definitely, ma'am. This is a wonderful question. So, coming to my point of view, when I studied from grade to degree, that time I studied in my native language. When I pursuing post graduation, that time I jumped into English medium. After completing my post graduation, although I qualified written and technical round, but I couldn't qualify group discussion, so because of lack of and poor communication skills, so that time I took the plunge. So you have good knowledge according to subject wise, but you have lack of communication skills. This is the reason you didn't get the job. So that time, anyhow, I want to improve my communication skills. So this is the right time to improve my communication skills, ma'am. So that is the reason now I am improving my communication skills. So I want to help my kids through their studies, because now they are studying in English medium. So if they are getting any doubts, so I want to rectify their doubts, because nowadays in the schools teachers are very, very good, ma'am. So they are trying to complete subject as soon as possible. They are not concentrate on each and every child,
Yes.
they get understand or not. So as a mother, we have to take that decision. We have to help our kids so they can understand or not the topic. So, first of all, understanding the topic and try to write in their own sentences. This is the basic study, I can say, ma'am. So, I always try to said my children, don't mug up, don't by heart. First, you concentrate on the topic. What is the topic? Okay, why the topic is necessary? We have to learn. First, the importance of the topic, then automatically you write yourself whatever the question give in the exam, and you have to try to form the sentences. You have to learn the sentence formations at the earlier age only. Otherwise it's very difficult after completed your study. So in this way I want to motivate my child, because in that is the reason I want to improve my communication skills, ma'am. Yes.
Wow. Inspiring journey, I would say, huh? Inspiring journey. And hats off to you that, yeah, if all the mothers be like you, then it's a kind of, it becomes so easy for we teachers. Like
Yes,
we
yes.
don't need to, explain a lot to parents that you have to teach your child at home, because some of the parents are there still in this in my batch, like they says like, ma'am, we are sending our kids, so now it's totally your responsibilities. Why it's just, how could you say like this?
Ma'am,
No.
nowadays, parents both